Hey guys and girls, and welcome back to Greatest Good Tarot. I hope you're doing well and keeping out of mischief. Now, this is a slightly serious reading, so we'll probably try and get all the silliness that we normally do out at the beginning, right? But basically, this is going to look in not necessarily the incitement of violence that was just repeated, and it's not just Labour, can I just say, because I was nudged, download, whatever you want to call it, a couple of weeks ago. It feels like a couple of weeks ago at least, where Lib Dems, Ed Davey, I think this was a reading on the Elite Members YouTube membership side, which he did the dog whistle of Farage and Reform are allegedly a danger to democracy. Now, dog whistle type malarkey. And I was shocked that you would go that far. And now we've got Labour doing this shenanigans as well. And it's a situation where, Stephen something is a barrister on YouTube. Barrett is his name. It sounds like barrister, but it isn't his last name. I'll put a link in the description to his video. And he, as a lawyer, as a barrister, he defiantly lays out every single law of what technically could have been broken, alleged in all these different Labour speeches. And don't forget, it's not just Starmer; it was pretty much the entire cabinet, and quite frankly, it's quite concerning. However, in that reading, he clearly stated, Stephen, clearly stated that because it's in where it was in Liverpool, the jurisdiction would be Merseyside police. So it's up to Merseyside police to investigate whether or not this has happened. And remember, it's like the Lucy Connolly kind of malarkey. There doesn't have to be, because of the unique way our laws now work. It's basically a straw man argument. They don't have to draw a line directly between like you inciting violence and this person did the violence. Yeah, they don't even have to do that. Unlike in America, there has to be kind of cause and effect kind of situation. Here, it's just the potential of it. And so it's slightly different. And that's why I felt like this reading is important about specifically what is going to happen. Is Merseyside police actually going to investigate? Oh, hello, we've got some footnotes there. I knocked them out the way. We'll see those in a second. And generally, where are we going to go from here? So if you're new here, it's going to be a bit more serious than normal. I'm sorry. But it's a serious issue. And like, subscribe, all that kind of rubbish. And now let's get into the thing. So what's going to happen with Merseyside police investigating the alleged, let's be technical here, alleged incitement of violence from Labour people. For the greatest good for all concerned. Thank you, thank you, thank you. Always be appreciative. So if you're new here, we always do a snapshot, the foundation of the reading. It's here as of now type thing. Then we do a bit of gossip and then an outcome at the end. Okay, so if you bear with us 1 second, these just feel like they need to be a little bit more shuffled. Right, one more. Okay. Okay. Hope you're doing well, though. Hope you're doing all right. So, Chariot. I feel like it's controlling the narrative on that. Very similar to kind of, normally it's with the police involved, it's Nino and all that kind of stuff. But this feels kind of the control. It's the shutting it down. They weren't expecting Farage, even though, like, what's his name? David Bull, is it? David something? The chairperson of Reform has said months ago that they've actually built a TV studio in Reform HQ, so they can stream anytime they want. And so it almost feels like they weren't expecting such, within a few minutes, them turning on, streaming, response. Because that's not what they're used to, if you get what I'm saying. So it's just controlling everything. It's just shutting it down. It's just like, shut up. Star card, divinely guided though. North Star, it's supposed to happen. This is Hawk Lady. Okay, so this is the turning point here. The chariot doesn't. It's not just Labour. It feels like that ilk. Yeah, the people in power, the people of different organisations. They're trying to control it. They're trying to narrow it down. They stop it. All this kind of stuff. But with the star card, North Star, heading in the right direction. This is meant to be. Yeah, and then we've got Garden of Eden basically afterwards. This transition here. Yeah. And then aha moment with the Ace of Wands, light bulb, new wave, new opportunities, nibbing it in the bud type thing. So this is meant to be. Yeah. This, notice just even on this little timeline here, there's more positivity here than the control. Yeah. So that's both, it's similar to, I find it very interesting that no one mentioned digital IDs at the Labour conference until after it was finished, and then Stuttery Starmer was being interviewed by, I think, because I watch all sorts of media, try not to be in an echo chamber. So, which one was it? It wasn't LBC, it wasn't Sky. I think it was GB News that brought it up. Where they said about, well, you didn't mention digital IDs, so everyone has assumed that the petition that's still going and still we're watching it over on Newswiki channel, link down below, which has got like almost 3 million, if not 3 million signatures right now. They thought, oh, we've finished it. Okay, we've nibbed it in the bud. We've said our point, that kind of thing. And then after conference, Stuttery Starmer is there saying, oh no, we're, working people, digital IDs are, what we're going to do, blah, blah, blah. So it's still in the game. It's still there. So, so sign it. Yeah. But yeah, this, just because he didn't mention it doesn't mean that he's not doing it. Is basically what I'm saying there. So this feels as if like they're being almost like put back in their box. You can't have favoritism kind of thing. Yeah. There's the heartbreak. They're stuck. They are. Oh wow! It's like this wave of kind of. How do I describe this? This feeling here, this energy. It's like they didn't expect cancel culture type malarkey to come back and bite them on the backside. If you get me, it's that kind of grievance, almost grieving kind of energy. Oh, it's not meant to be for us. It's meant to shut up other people. That kind of energy. Queen of Cups. I'm trying to work out who that is. That feels like a person. Everything else is just actions. This feels like somebody stepping up onto, up and kind of bringing it, calling it down. It feels as if they're kind of bringing the comfort blanket and kind of call it off. It feels like a speech. It feels like I don't think it's a one-off though. It feels as if like it's almost as if it's not somebody you expect it to be. Especially when it's like, obviously it's Labour versus, and Lib Dems to some extent, Reform. It feels as if it's, you know what, I'm getting kind of like conservative person. I feel like it could be Rees-Mogg fella, it could be Kemi, but I'm just getting conservative. It's like someone who's not in the fight, and it's like, calm it down. What on earth are you doing? Kind of energy. Messenger. Wow, one of the 4 extra cards in this deck. Notice how, like I said, this is Labour. This is like Merseyside police stuck rock in a hard place. This is like all that kind of malarkey, and everybody else is in this kumbaya kind of energy. Do you see what it's very interesting. The messenger card here is saying that, especially when it's divinely guided, it's all about there may be you may start seeing signs, divine signs, repeating numbers. Just saying that your spirit team, your angel team, whatever you want to call them, are around you. Lean on them. Ask, bring them in. Ask them to help and support you as you go on forward. Kind of leaning into that faith kind of energy. But it's just that it just feels as if this is not just this person. I feel like this is a lot of people being called upon to speak out. It's that kind of energy that I'm getting there. And like, you are protected, you are okay, you're doing God, Spirit, Universe's work kind of energy. Yeah. Following your intuition 3 times, faith. Yeah. Notice how they're suddenly kind of cul-de-saced. The high priestess here is like, like I said, it feels like conservatives. A conservative figure, who kind of takes the venom out, calls them out, calm it down, and then this is the awakening. It feels like it's like, oh crap, we went too far, but it's now on the record. Even Lammy being Lammy, for goodness sake, what. He doesn't think, does he? He's just the mastermind, isn't he? He's just like a fountain of intelligence, that boy. But it's that kind of realization. It's dawning on him that they have all now shown their true colours. I think it's that realization, the penny dropping, that kind of thing. But the problem is with this here is the Queen of Cups here, is that it feels as if it's like before the Conservatives, if you get me, the actual conference. It feels as if it's almost like, how do I describe this? It's almost like them like doing it before to set the tone, and it continues through the conference, if you get me. It's kind of that energy about it. What else we got here? Taking that leap of faith. Once again, 4 kind of spiritual energy type moments here. Interesting that we're, like, I'll say it again, rock and a hard place kind of energy. Doesn't mean that they've actually, like Merseyside police as an example, does anything. They're just rock and a hard place energy right now. But like I said, it continues. All this kind of cul-de-sac. Take it the Fool card, taking that leap of faith. You're protected, follow your intuition, take that leap of faith. And 2 of Cups, partnership. This is strange bedfellow territory down here. Yeah. Overarching energy. 8 of Cups, leaving them behind. It feels as if, and it's weird, but I'll put it on the record anyway. It feels as if almost like Labour is put, like, even though they're in government and stuff, it's like they're put on timeout, on the naughty step for somehow. It's like everybody else is just not listening to me at all now. You've shown your true colours. You've you know, that kind of thing. And everybody else is just off, like 8 of Cups, off we go. Kind of building this Eden, building the way we want it to be. Yeah? Underlying energy. New home, 4 of Wands. This is 11/11, make a wish. Celebrations as well, but it's like home, safe place, sanctuary, that kind of thing. Yeah? So that's, as a snapshot, as a right now, this is phenomenal. This is building bridges in places that you didn't even think this is going to happen. Yeah? And it's the final nail in the coffin for the institutions, for the organizations, for they're showing their true colors. So let's do the footnotes, and then we'll do some gossip, and then the outcome, as always, okay? So the footnotes here we've got are, wow, 6 of Wands in reverse, disgraced, no victory, showing their, this is literally showing their true colours. Queen of Pentacles in reverse. This is almost like, because normally upright is the mumsy card, we say. This is like being practical and organised and caring and that kind of stuff, showing their true colours again. But this feels like they don't know what to do. Yeah? They've shown how pretentious they are, how arrogant they are, how manipulative they are, and all that kind of stuff. And now what? Now what? They're being proven, for the types of people they are. Not everybody, but the upper echelons. And now what? You're stuck. Yeah, you've gone too far. Now what? Wow. Wow. Right, so let's get the prediction deck. Have a quick little shuffle here. So while I'm doing this, if you haven't already, please subscribe, ding-a-ling that bell, all that jazz. Okay. Also, thummy, that always helps us out. It genuinely kind of bribes the algorithm and stuff. Also, hyping, which is a new thing. If you'd like to hype, that would be very gorgeous indeed. Thank you so much for everybody who did that on the previous as well. That's awesome. Thank you so much indeed for just your generosity and support in the channel. It's phenomenal. Thank you. If you're reading along and you know who the Queen of Cups could be, please put it in the comments down below. That's where you could also put suggestions for future readings as well, and other people can upvote them, and if they want to see them and stuff like that, just so I know what people want to see on the channel. You know what I mean? But thank you very much indeed for everybody who's, it's just such a blessing that we're all coming together, isn't it? And being part of the greatest good village. That's epic. Because it takes a village to support everybody. That is what we do. We haven't said it for a while, sorry now. So, one more, I'm being told, and then we should be ready to go. Tim. Right. Okay. Oh, I don't like this energy around here now. It's like oppressive. It's ooh. Or it's suddenly, as soon as I cut, and there's like this wave of it's like a darkness, a shadowy kind of blanket. Ooh, don't like it. Don't like it. Truth. The truth of the situation. Backstab, betrayed. Notice that's on the divine star card. So that could be Merseyside Police doing the right thing and starting an investigation and looking into it and stuff like that. The reason why I've put the link down below for the barrister fella, Steve, good old Steve. It's down below. I have already done this in a polite way. I would recommend, and it's up to you, personal choice, that kind of thing, is possibly tweeting and emailing to Merseyside Police and politely asking, have you opened an investigation yet? Because this is a barrister, and it's, he's going through the laws of what they've done. It's that kind of thing, and it feels like that polite nudging finally pushes it over the edge, kind of thing. It's like, right, we're opening investigation. The mosquito feels like an energy of, it feels like it's not normally, mosquito is kind of like the card anyway is normally about things smearing around and spreading around. This feels more about kind of personal jabs. Oh, but we're holier than thou. Jab, 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 jab. Holier than thou. But. It's that kind of, even when they're not necessarily apologising, Labour this is, and the cabinet that this is, it's more, it's almost like speaking out both sides of their mouth. Maybe we went too far, or whatever it may be. However, Farage, this, that, and the other, reform, this, that, and the other. It's like, it's an apology, but not an apology. It's like, it's that kind of energy I'm getting there. Drone strike. There's the bombardment. Calling it out. Yeah. But that feels wider. That net is wider than this over here. What is it on? Ace of Wands. Oh. This is a bit complicated here. But it feels as if that it's like they can't put it back in the box. People like holding people accountable. For example, and this is purely just an example, right? This is when before, even though left and right, we keep on saying on this channel, doesn't technically exist. It's almost as if the right, as it were, is, which would normally be the people who be all about the debate and would normally kind of, you've proved yourself or whatever, let it be, let it lie, whatever it may be. This feels like complaints to Ofcom. This feels like complaints to other institutions. This feels as if this is a turning point where it's almost like we've got to hold them to the same standards. It's almost like we've let it go, like water off a duck's back kind of thing. We've let it go. Allow, shrug and move on kind of thing. But now this is like, no, this is not right. You can't keep getting away from saying these sorts of things. You can't keep and then hiding behind the diversity blanket, or standing up against bigotry, or standing up against this, that, and the other. You see what I'm saying? I hope so, because it's a little bit kind of. It's like, no, you can't keep doing this, and it feels as if that's the turning point because of these jabs, this kind of double speak going on, this this causes this, this double speak causes this. Three of Swords, stay put, they're stuck, they don't know where to go. The Queen of Cups, strategy and planning. We need to stop there for a second. I need to get the dinky deck, because it's something to do with counteracting this kind of kumbaya kind of energy from the Queen of Cups. Okay. Notice how, and this is what's concerning me, and like I said at the beginning, this goes from the concerning trend that we did as a reading as the elite members. It's not about. It's almost as if it's not about that, like, sorting out the rhetoric. It's like, how do we get around it? It's a weird energy here, that the plotting, planning, scheming kind of energy here. I don't like it. Can we strategy and planning, clarify the strategy and planning, please, in the Queen of Cups? It's almost if this, because it's like this self-righteousness. It's almost like, and I don't mean this if you do vote Labour or whatever, or Lib Dem or blah blah blah, I don't mean this in a disrespectful way, but I think it highlights the fact that in certain areas it's almost like a cult following, with buzzwords and that kind of thing, and things are shut down, and we can't talk about that buzzword. Oh, you're this, you're that, it's that kind of, to shut people up. This feels like continuing that. Up here, it's like, oh crap, we've now got to face the music, but here they haven't learned the lesson. It's that kind of conflict. It's like this, going back to this kind of speaking out two sides of their mouth kind of thing. One minute they're doing this, but behind the scenes they're like, well, they're seeing it as a game, this plotting, planning, scheming. What can we do to get out of this, instead of realizing you are the problem, you're part of the problem. I hope I'm explaining that well, because it's like being pulled in so many different directions. King of Swords, Queen of Pentacles, trying to be proactive. Exactly, they're stuck and they're trying to find the third option. It's always a third option that no one's asked for, to try and, because they're holier than thou, so they couldn't, we can do this because we're nice people. It's that kind of, we can get away with it because we're nice people. Oh, we're lovely. That's what I mean by self-righteous. Yeah. And it being called out here. The King of Swords is the slap down. Queen of Swords. Wow. Sun card, illuminate the happiest card in the deck. It's like, and this goes back to readings that we've done months ago, is that whoever these numpties are who are surrounding Stuttery Starmer, and even to some extent, and I don't mean this in no disrespect on either side, but like Badenoch, right? They're playing the game that they've always played, but the game has now changed. It's changed in the last year or so. So that's why there's this conflict in the sense that nothing resonates, is because they're playing the rules that they've always played between the two, and now it's like, but the game is entirely changed. You're playing chess, we're playing checkers. You're playing football, we're playing rugby. Do you see what I'm saying? It's like the whole thing has changed. So it's different rules, different ways of doing it. And it feels as if the usual way they get around this doesn't work, breaks the rules of the new game. Do you see what I'm saying? And that's the happy, happy, joy, joy. That's the illuminating of the silliness of, and they're stuck. Five of Pentacles as well, out in the cold. They don't know what to do. They can't. This is why it doesn't resonate anymore. Because normally for Labour and Lib Dems and it's like buzzword, but like I said, buzzword, everyone gets on side. Doesn't work. Because now, and this is what I'm saying over here, it's like they're held to the same standards as they hold other people, and they don't like it. And this is what is this conflict here. It's the same, and normally it's like from their ivory towers, they talk down to people. But now they're at the same level as everybody else, and they don't like it, and they don't know what to do. All the tricks don't work, and that's now like this here. They try and do their usual, and they're called out. Right. Messenger. Prepare, stock up. Preparing for the next thing. Preparing for this spirituality. This calling here. High Priestess. Heavy burdens. They're realizing what they've done now. Fool card. Sinking ship. So while everybody is kind of being elevated, enlightened, if you were, unburdened, there's the sinking ship again. Right? This always keeps coming up for Labour. It's just sinking ship. And then the Two of Cups down the bottom here. Resignation. So you've got a partnership one side, and they're like being thrown out. People are being thrown under the bus to try and keep the ship going, to keep it buoyant. But it's not going to work because they're now being at the same standards as they preach they want everybody else to be. And they don't like it. Overarching energy, farming industry. You reap what you sow. Underlying energy, breakthrough. There we go. This is, notice how also, so what we've got here, Merseyside will be under so much burden that they'll have to do something. They'll have to at least go, we're investigating. Yeah? So there'll be an actual report, whichever way it goes, but there'll be an actual report and they'll be held accountable to it, right? That's what they don't want, and that's what's going to happen. But to get there, politely inform them with the data from the barrister, Steve. Good old Steve. Link down below. I would very much recommend that you just politely ask them, have they opened an investigation yet? That's all. And if not, why not? Because here, in this 8-minute video, here are all the laws that you're supposed to be holding people accountable to. And why haven't you? Simple as that. Nice and easy. So, the outcome to this reading, please. Outcome to this reading, please. For the greatest good for all concerned. Thank you, thank you, thank you. Always be appreciative. And I haven't done a reading yet because I've been off for a little bit, but the Laura Kuenssberg, you've got to admit, I don't necessarily like Laura personally, right? But when she goes in for a good interview, she goes in, and the stuff that she got from Stuttery Starmer on Sunday was phenomenal, especially because that hasn't been closed down with the bloody Donkey Kong kind of land over there. This is what I'm on about. They haven't closed the doors and things. He basically said, "Oh, walking people. It was because it was three different things. It wasn't a trust, but it's implied trust. I've put that on the record. But it was a gift. But it was a..." And then, like, him in the eyes, panicking. He's there, kind of with his smirky, like smirky face, trying to be all, one of us. And when Laura Kuenssberg goes, "Well, I'm glad you've put that on the record because you haven't done that up to that point," sort of thing. And the panic, because he basically went three ways on that answer. Legal people have come out and gone, like, he answered three different ways. That he hasn't. What was it? He's made it worse. So that'll be interesting. Like I said, it's just craziness. Absolute craziness. So, outcome to this. Let's go. Truth. Wow. Queen of Swords, and I haven't mentioned it here, but the Queen of Swords is a bit of a knee-jerk reactor. Truth, cold, can be harsh, to the point, but is like, this is it, no matter what. The fact it's come out straight away when we're talking about, are Merseyside going to investigate? Is this, inciting violence and all that kind of stuff? And I keep saying that, but even Barrister Steve says at the beginning, it's not actually called inciting violence anymore. It's called something else. But, we all know what it means. Okay. So that's that. Then we've got Two of Cups again. Whatever this partnership is, the Strange Bedfellows is phenomenal. Twice it's come up now. Yeah? Knight of Wands, galloping in with passion. Hierophant, rules and regulations. So this feels like the Strange Bedfellows that we were just talking about. All coming together, all saying, this is wrong. Knight of Wands, this feels like they're taking the results from and are now pursuing things, passionately pursuing things with the law and order there. The rules and regulations, Hierophant. So this feels very much like certain people will be held accountable. It would be ironic, but it's like, as an example here, that Lammy is one of them, that they, from what he said, as an example, you can't go that far. That's ridiculous. I don't know what that noise is, but it is why I order. Don't they know who we are? I don't even recognise the noise. It just sounds like some weird kind of like putt-putt engine. It's weird. So anyway, Six of Pentacles. Oh. Here's the data, lads. Here's the investigation, lads. It's like, this feels like silver platter. Everything that you've called it out on is truth. This is the information. This is the people that it's that kind of energy. Ace of Swords again. Truth, knowledge, wisdom, clarity, information, data. Straight in the slap bang in the middle there. So she says it. here is all the data. Here is the PDF. Here's the email. Here's the thing. Whatever it is, the report. Here you go. Happy home. Happy home. Celebrations. People being held accountable. It doesn't matter where they are in the pecking order. You're held accountable. Phenomenal. Surprised the justice card is burdened now. Excuse me. Oh, there we go. There. I do love it when I do crap like that. There you go. From the truth to the... Oh, didn't you notice how it went from like the white balance went wah, the gain, wah, and then it's gone back to normal. Wow. But yeah, justice. There you go. Celebrations. We all know the answer to this. It's just literally technicality. Justice burdened. Beautiful. And finally, hollow victory. So they thought they got away with it. I'm getting kind of Scooby-Doo energy there. I would have got away from it if it wasn't for you pesky, all that. Yeah, that's what I'm getting here. Overarching energy. Moon card. Trying to hide stuff now. In the darkness, kind of. I think there's panic going on here. Ace of Pentacles. Oh, trying to pay off. Or this could be not necessarily a payoff as in actual money, but this feels like, if you do this, I'll do that. Similar to Six of Pentacles kind of thing, but it's more of a deal kind of thing. If you do that, if you prevent that from happening, then we can, that kind of stuff. But Six of Pentacles, silver platter, the details, the information. Wow. This is huge. This is going to be a game changer because this feels it's not just Stuttery Starmer. This is like a lot of the cabinet members as well. This feels as if people will have to start thinking about, instead of just like jumping on the bandwagon, protecting their leader for saying stupid things, they'll have to start thinking about what they're signing up to. It's that kind of energy here. I'm very intrigued about this partnership here. It feels more... I know it's Two of Cups. I'll say this now as like on the record and things. This feels like more than two bodies involved. It feels like it's like 3-4 kind of different entities coming together, all calling it out. Kind of energy. Yeah. So I think we're going to leave this here for now. I know it was a serious thing, but we've got a bit bouncy at the end because it was interesting kind of stuff. Similar to the petition going on, please go and sign it. You'll find it over on Newswiki, the link, and there's a live feed over there watching, making sure that the numbers are kind of correct, as it were. That's why we do the petition watches over there. You'll find it all over there. Go and link down below. But yeah, this is why it's important to the same standards, and it's happening now. This is it. And the final thing, I'm being reminded that, and this was a reading maybe last week, maybe a little bit longer ago, where we were talking about why have we not seen like big changes happen yet? When it's on the cards, it's all in the air. It's, we're all getting the nudges and downloads, but where is it? and we got through a reading that it's kind of the low-hanging fruit is going. The people in the back office are going. The people, like the clear out is almost kind of, is not just front line. It's the troublemakers behind the scenes as well. And this is continuing here because it's not just Stuttery Starmer. It's pretty much they're all going down with the sinking ship. Yeah, fascinating. Anyway, we're going to leave this here for now. Remember the link down below for the Barrister Steve. And if you're, feel that this is an important thing that could possibly need to be shared with Merseyside Police, then politely possibly mention it to Merseyside Police, making sure they don't lose the link. It'd be very difficult and naughty if they lose the link. That's why they may politely need to send them the link again for all the rules and laws that they potentially possibly maybe have broken, which needs to be investigated. But anyway, but we'll leave it here. So if you enjoyed this, please subscribe, ding-a-ling the bell, come and join the Greatest Good Village. You obviously thummy, like, genuinely helps out the channel. You can hype as well if you wish. Thank you to everybody who's done that. If you've been reading along, if you know who this Two of Cups could be, please comment down below, and that's where also you can put suggestions for future readings and stuff like that. But until next time, where we do this crazy shenanigans all over again, take care. Look after yourself. Be well. And thank you for your company. I'll speak to you soon. See you later. Ta-ra.